NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, there is Malone. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Malone. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Lewis. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside. To 30.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down now, it's Malone. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a run with Akers. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Lewis. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on 1st down. Malone able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Malone. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Lewis. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Lewis. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Lewis off the play fake. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
10 yards on the pick and inches at the 32-yard line.
Now Lewis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. ground, it's Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lewis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Lewis on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score is Seahawks 21, Rams 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here to his running back. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 33. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bradley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going right back to Akers. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And a give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st down, it's Malone. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Lewis. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Lewis now looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Operating from the gun, Lewis. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Lewis. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. James Lynch drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
44-yard attempt.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Malone. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
To the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500.